Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers. Today, checking out some more beer that I got from Brewed from an American haul. Not the most recent one that you have seen on Instagram if you follow me on there, but the one prior to that with a lot of Oregon beer. And these are my last two cans from Living Haus. I had Dolores, their German Pils, which was freaking outstanding. That's some of the best American lager I've had. So I'm really looking forward to, at least in recent times. So I'm really looking forward to try these two Czech style lagers from them. So we're checking out their Děda Czech Pale Lager, also known as Světlý Lečák. And then we're also trying their collab with Great Notion called Mama Net, a Czech style amber lager, which is called Polotomave, I think. It's also actually says it here on the back. Czech Pale Lager. Okay, this does not say Světlý Lečák on the back, but I think Polotomave is the word that they use in the Czech Republic for the amber lagers. I'm not entirely sure. I've never been to the Czech Republic. I've drunk a good amount now of beer from there, courtesy of people from the Czech Republic, and when I'm trying to experience what Czech lager is, because Czech lager is also pretty damn amazing. German lager has always been my forte, but when you get to try beers that are not just like the big brand names from the Czech Republic, you find out that their Czech lagers are also pretty exceptional. So 4.1% on the pale lager, 5.1% on the amber. And let's start with the pale. So both of these are unfortunately gone from Brewed, but you should check them out because right now they have Resident Culture there's a series of lagers from them, and some of them are collabs with some quite renowned lager producers like Halfway Crooks from the States. So Děda is their take on a Czech Pale Lager. And they think, specifically this batch, I'm guessing, that it turned out really good. Oh, this is actually an even newer batch than the one they mentioned on here. So basically what they do with this is that they brew it with Czech grown Pilsner malt along with small dashes of Czech caramel malts. And they do a 4-hour double decoction mash on it to get that rich flavor you want in the Czech lagers. And the decoction mashing can give like light yet full flavors and also it has that like, when you see a pale color, for example, also in some like German Helles, where they're like super pale, but they're really rich. It's because of decoction mashing. So it's got a hop combo of Saaz and Kaspek, which will give classic noble hop spicy characteristics that we need, as it says in this kind of beer. Saaz, everyone knows. Kaspek is very, very similar. It's kind of like supercharged Saaz. A little bit like how Safia is supercharged Harald for you. So let's check it out. Pours a slightly hazy golden yellow color, soft effervescence to it, nothing like super crazy. Frothy white head when I poured it out, some good lacing, but not the tightest of heads. But looks nice. I can smell them from here, so I'm guessing this will be nice. At least just judging by that. So let's check it out. And thanks to Brewed for the beers. Yeah, this smells really nice. I'm getting like a sweet honey malt kind of cereal note. Honey Nut Cheerios, definitely light yet rich. But it's interesting. It's more like Honey Nut Cheerios and stuff like that than like in some of the classic German beers where there's a good amount of Munich malt, where you get this like really rustic breadiness. To me, it's like this complex cereal note paired with like nice fluffy kind of doughy breadiness as well from the Pilsner malt. Nice spicy floral back end on there as well. It's definitely got those classic Saaz-like characteristics that goes through like pepper and spice and floral aspects, even a little bit of citrus. But I think compared to like a Mittelfrüh, Saaz is a bit more soft and balanced between all the flavors, where Mittelfrüh lends to, for example, more of the fruity nuances. That's why Saaz is so versatile. It's such a great base layer to use in lagers, and you can use so many other hops to complement it. It smells really good. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks again, Brewed. Ooh, wow, surprising high bitterness. How bitter is this? Did they mention? It doesn't say. That's really good though. These guys are really doing some great lagers. Man. It's so full and rich too, like exactly what they talk about. It's light yet rich, and that's really what you want in these kind of Czech Pale Lagers or Czech Pilsners. That decadence of rich maltiness, but still light with high drinkability. I love that in Pale Lagers and Pilsners, where you have like just enough robust malt characteristics, so it's not just all light, So you get some more layers. And this for sure has that. And then loads of hoppy flavors. Very, very well hopped. It's almost a little bit similar in just in level of hoppiness to something like Vinohradsky 11. That one is a bit more bright. And this one really focuses on the back end of the palate, on like really digging in black pepper and also herbs. Whereas that one has more brightness and lightness and whatnot. And I think that beer is also fresher when I recently had it than this. So it felt more alive and vibrant. This is from the 23rd of February. So it's got a little bit of age on it. Nothing crazy. It still tastes really nice. But often the lagers, when you get them like bang and really fresh, that vibrancy that they have is amazing. This is it still has some of it, but not like totally huge amounts of it. Okay, so we're moving on to Mama Nat collab with Great Notion, 5.1% Czech style amber lager. And this one is a collab they did a while back, and then they rebrewed it. This was packaged on the 13th of February this year. So it says, "Hi Andy" underneath. What did the other one say? Past your bedtime. So this one is made with Bohemian Pilsner and Iseria 1924 malts from Weirmann. And Iseria 1924 is the oldest German malting barley variety. And it was approved for beer production in 1924. That's why the name is what it is. And they also use a touch of Cara Bohemian malt for balance of light and dark flavors and the color in the beer as well. And then it has a vigorous step mash regiment and then also a light decoction. So step mashing as in Germany and then also decocted. Really cool. It is rich and has a toasty malt character. It's also hot with Saaz and Caspic, just like its pale counterpart here, which will give you balance to the malt presence, they say, of that herbal spice notes, with also a hint of blackcurrant. Interesting. So looking forward to this one as well. Pours, again, yeah, definitely an amber color, slightly hazy as well. Nicer looking head on this one. It's a bit more tight, also great lacing, but that's pretty beautiful. Also, again, unfiltered, lightly hazy beer. Let's check out Mama Nat. Yeah, toasty, toffee nuances. I think this has a little bit more of a fruity aspect to it. I don't know about blackcurrant, but definitely there's, to me, like a floral edge. And toasty and toffee. How was this freshness-wise? Aren't they around the same date? This is actually older. I don't know. For some reason, Mama Nat feels a bit more vibrant. Yeah, toasty caramel, slightly toffee nuance to it. But not loads. And then, just like a nice breadness to it. But smelling it, there's a little bit of that brioche thing I talked about in that one. But that could also come from malt. Not necessarily diacetyl. But yeah, it smells nice. Let's try it. Cheers. And again, thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. Yeah, pretty nice too. This is almost like a Czech lager interpretation of like a brown ale or something like that. Or similar to like Vienna lagers and stuff like that. They have those like toasty vibes as brown ales. Some do, not all. This one definitely has like toasty, nutty notes to me. That really reminds me of ales, brown ales specifically, because it provides a little bit of like that fruitiness as well. The dark malts, like a little bit of a darker fruitiness, just lightly making you think of something like that. But it's really well made as well. Very clean as well. Just like the other one. Very rich, nice body, very drying as well, which I love. Love the nutty profile on it. Pair it with like a very nice spicy back end. Not as intense as in the pale lager, which is usually the case. And then again, this has got a nice floral note, like a nice floral effervescence that comes like very vibrantly first and then transitions into like this drying, bitter black pepper spice, which you kind of are used to in beers with like Saaz. I don't really know which one is my favorite. They have qualities that are really nice. The obvious choice is almost always for me the pale lagers that are hoppy because I love hoppy beer. With this amber lager is also really, really nice. There's also both of them, some lightness about them. Some might even say like slightly watery, but I don't think so. It's just like a lightness that also, as they talk about, pairs well with like layered rich flavors. Like, so you can drink a few of these beers. Like the lightness in these serves the beers well because it gives drinkability. So yeah, in terms of grades, I think I'm gonna go 90 on both of them. Really good, really nice Czech lagers. I still think Dolores was my favorite of these. That was just really, really banging. Maybe even a 91, 92 actually. Maybe, yeah, that's around 91, 92 for both of them actually. Because I'm thinking back, those were not Czech lagers, but the Wayfinder lagers I recently had, they were nice, but I think these are better. I think that so far it seems like Living House has a little bit more complexity and character to their lagers, which is nice. Just really banging stuff. Wayfinder is also great. So if you guys had a chance to try Děda or Mamonette from Living House, let me know what you thought of them. Thanks a ton to Beer Known for the beers. Check them out. Hopefully they will get some more Living House in the future. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers and some Czech light lager and see you guys in another beer review.